Hi guys. I realize that the music is still going and I'm leaving it going for a second. I'm here now. I just need a couple more seconds to de-magic spoonify the stream. Because as I was trying to set up the stream, the sponsorship offer expired. I'm very sad about it. I was so excited. I ordered 4 boxes of it so that I could try it. But all's well that ends well, I guess, because I didn't end up getting it in the mail in time. So I wouldn't have been able to be like, yeah, this shit's delicious. So, I mean, it's whatever. I just thought that it would be really fun. I was going to tell you guys what one I got, what flavors I got. So that way, if you wanted to order more than 1 box, we could do a taste along on the next stream that I did for them. But, it didn't work out that way. I'm pretty bummed. I might reach out to them and see if there's something that we can work out between the two of us. Yeah, I don't know. It seemed like a really fun thing. I thought that sounded really fun, right? But anyway, I think we're all good to go here. Thank you so much for the for the biddies in the beginning, Reaper. And also, hi, everybody. Hi, Mothgoth, J-Rod, Boonji, Rana, Kool-Aid, Reaper, everybody. Hi, everybody. I don't think that we have anybody on YouTube just yet. Rana being a real G and doing the test for me. Hi, Lily. How's it going? All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, sick. Well, that was decent timing, I guess. Music is close to being higher or same level as you. It's over now. No music now. Hi, I'm very tired. I don't feel very well. I look kind of like garbage. I apologize. But also the crochet cam is all washed out. Give me 1 second here. I swear. There we go. That's way more true to real life. Yeah, there we go. That's way, way better. Okay. We will go ahead and start whenever it's time. I went down the rabbit hole big time with this. I watched all 202 10 Tapes vids on the archive channel and all of Nightmind's coverage. We're about to watch the 3rd one right now. Hello, Xbox Live. How are you doing? Anyway, if I could just get 3 readies, we will go ahead and get this party started. I just need this. I need this. Everything's great. Everything's good. We got all 3 of them readies. Folks, let's fucking kick this shit off. There's another video from Nexpo that we'll watch if
new thanks button below my videos.
Like,
you can donate a personal thanks to me
for all of us for stream. Anyway, real quick, sorry. I know that I just had you guys all do the readies and stuff, but I would love so much if you guys would head over to Nightmind. If you haven't gone and watched these videos already, I would love so much for you to play this video in the background while you're watching this stream, just to give him the extra view. I know that 10 views, 11 views, whatever, isn't going to make or break Nightmind. But still, we like to support the people who support us, and Nightmind supports us by letting us use his content on the channel. We have his express permission to show his stuff on our channel. So, that's really cool of him. And, we're definitely going to watch his Patreon plug and stuff like that as well. It's going. How was your day? I have been feeling pretty unwell all day. I've had a really bad headache. But this is going to be fun. Last time we streamed, I had so much fun. And I think everybody else did too. Thank you so much, J-Rod. Appreciate that. This is a 2-hour video, so it might actually do it for us. But if it doesn't, then I have another. Dex, hi, how are you? I love you. Thank you. I will yeah, we're gonna watch this, and then if this isn't enough content for us, then we will also watch the Nexpo video. If that's not enough, or if we don't make it to the next blow video, we'll do that tomorrow, and I'll put together a little next blow playlist, and it'll be fun. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start. I'm sure that he'll do a little recap of all the things that have happened. Nightmind even has a convenient playlist for the 10 tapes. It's true. Fanatical Fivers, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Yeah, I've been very sporadic on and off since this summer. But my goal is to stream today, tomorrow, the next day, at least. And then maybe Friday also, but I think that we have stuff going on Friday, so I might not be able to. Anyway, here we go. Bless Nightmind. I have to look at my pattern really quickly.
Welcome back to Nightmind, friends. And welcome back to our coverage of 10 tapes. Last time, we crossed a long narrative bridge between tape 5 and tape 6, ending our examination with that latest tape. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's because you've just walked into the third part of a multi-part series about an ARG, so you'll need to begin with the first 2 videos to catch up properly.
Now,
as soon as you're on the same page, join us here and continue the journey. As for
hopefully
everyone
it passes
else,
over soon. Thank you
let's
so
not
much.
spend
That's so
any
sweet.
more time outside the narrative flow.
All right.
Right after the video presenting tape 6, the new online entity, Sulphur Lake Committee, uploaded to their own TikTok account, directing a message at Peel No Elephant, the antagonist also known as X. It's clear from the tone that there's history between Sulphur Lake and X, and they've been in conflict before. Now, they have an ace up their sleeve in this game. That, of course, necessitates a response from X, showing a bunch of stick figures declaring, "Thought I got rid of you," and then writing several years with a taunt. You couldn't save any of them. What immediately comes to mind from this interaction is that Sulphur Lake Committee has probably been battling whatever X actually is for hundreds of years, and they've watched a lot of victims lose the game. Another drop from SLC comes next, showing writing that suggests that X is one of the biblical evil spirits produced from angels who rebelled and reproduced with humanity. H decides to break up this weird tangent of squabbling by bringing us back to the main focal point.
Hi. This is an open letter to X and the Sulphur Lake Committee, so if any of you are watching this, hi. I am getting a little sick of not knowing what to do and not really getting any sort of clarity. And I know I don't have much of like a leverage, so I can't really do any kind of like ultimatum, but I'm not really sure what else to do at this point. X, you want me to walk down memory lane? Tell me where the fuck it is. Surf Lake City guys, you said you wanted me to reach out, and I guess this is me doing that. If either of you could shine any kind of light on what the fuck is going on, I would be very grateful, because honestly, at this point, and this is the ultimatum part, I'm kind of considering just saying fuck it, deleting this account, and doing something else with my time. I didn't know that. Maybe you're like, good, please do that, because I don't know what the fuck you want from me. So that's all I have for now. I'm stumped, and if any of you could cough up some goddamn answers, that'd be swell. I'll be awaiting your reply, and for the rest of you, I'm sorry for sounding like an angry child. Okay, I'll talk to you in the next one. Thank you.
Once in a while, it's good to see a main character tell the otherworldly forces to just cut the shit and get the game moving again.
It's true, I really like our main character.
X uses TikTok
if you have time, I recommend Dr. No Sleep on YouTube, does great horror stories and animates them as well. I can look into that.
Sulphur Lake tells H that if he ends up going to the site of the first tape, he should bring a piece of the earth and nature back with him. This is marked by number 5. On Twitter, it seems other members of SLC with number titles talk amongst each other about H's predicament, bringing up the possibility of initiating some kind of protocol. Soon enough, we return to H, who believes the site of the first tape is Memory Lane. It's a beautiful autumn day to not get murdered.
Regular. That was a decrease. So this is number 1 right here.
That the tape was on, right there, kinda. Let's try not to die, and I will bring the camera with me this time. God, Jesus Christ.
Invisible decrease 2.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Yep.
3.
Checks out.
Invisible decrease 4. We should end with 12 stitches.
that's kind of where I sat. What is that, like the second video or something? And yeah, doesn't really feel as spooky now when there's people everywhere and kids. So that's good, I guess. I was gonna sit down, but it's so wet, so let's just get out of here.
Wait, 1 invisible decrease, 2 invisible decrease, or wait, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a regular.
I think it's pretty clear where I need to go next, so I will do that as soon as possible. Oh, and for the Surfer Lazy crew, I hope this counts. You said to bring something from the earth or nature, so I brought this. I'll put this up on the fridge right next to all the other very important things
I'm wearing a
I've gotten
Wang
over these
shirt.
last few months, and
Wang,
looking forward
I love
to
him.
hearing why I brought a leaf with me into my apartment. Yeah, next up, bunkers.
Invisible decrease time. God, it's really fucking tough. With this few and this small of stitches. Thanks. Thanks, Dixon.
I don't know if you fucking heard that. Okay, I am back where there's light. I'm so glad I saw the note and could just turn, because that freaked me the fuck out. Okay, so remember all joyous days before the tired old cliches, but now
1, 2,
disturbance,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
the result of new friends in religious cults. Yes, now the end is getting nigh, so go beneath where wheels go high. Cults, huh?
8.
Huh. Beneath where wheels go high, that's the bridge. Right there is where I had my backpack and the tape got dropped in there. Oh, fuck.
10. 11. Uh-oh. I think I just
Soon
put this back
confusing
too
dark
far.
clouds lift from here where you received
God damn
my
it.
gift. And then they hear entangled youth, a stepping stone towards the truth.
Frogging it all.
Now go
Cults
where
and their damn
your
rhymes,
number
right?
4 was found before it led to more. Okay, so I think it was back here. I don't... Fuck, maybe I'm wrong. Oh yeah.
Okay. So let's see, that's over.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that I just
Go back to my apartment.
fucked up a little bit. 1. And then we move.
Okay, so you
this
found it
bad
here
boy.
and time went on. So I find the safe down there, right? And then time passed on. But once consumed so quickly gone. Yeah, the tape 4 just led to tape 5.
I hope you
'cause tape 4
do,
was
Dixon,
in
if
the
that's
safe,
what you
right?
want.
And so I found it down there, but time went on. And we did the tower. So I find this right after the tower. But then in between there, I get the tape from the bridge. So that's why I go here now, because I go here in the order I watched them, not the order I found them. So quickly gone. And after finally face to face, before I put you in your place. So face to face, first time, I mean, during the live stream, out in the woods. But I'm like definitely not going outside. It's too dark, like the bunkers freak me out. But okay, that leaves going into the wooded area from the tape 4 or 5 live stream.
How are you?
Here is where I went in. Oh, and unless I'm mistaken, this is the rock. I think here was the gripping claw, and so here, oh yeah.
8.
Yep. Okay. Well, now that the leaves have fallen off, it's like I said in that live, like this is,
9.
there's a house over there. This is not like the middle of the woods. It felt a lot worse then than it does now, but now I have this.
10.
So,
Yeah, we fixed it. Hell yeah, boys.
holy shit, what's happening?
Just going to have a good time. It would be nice if it did happen. Yeah, I hope
I
it
was kind
happens
of
for
peeking
you.
at this on my
And if
way
not,
home.
you should at
This
least
is
have a lot of fun,
different.
right?
So, you saw me here, you saw me here, you saw me here, you saw me here.
11.
Never forget how it felt when you saw me here. Now come back to where you found the hexo. So, while we figured that out, our friends over at the Pseudo Lame Committee tweeted out
right.
some kind of application.
So
form.
we need to
I guess that's
definitely stick more
protocol.
stuffing
So
in here.
Protocol
Definitely.
wallpaper
We want it to be like
reverie.
really good and
Reverie?
tight in there.
I have no idea. 9. Representative application. And they ask a
Go
few
ahead and pull this
questions
out
regarding
very
to
far
what
so
your
that
name
it
is on
doesn't
the
come
Discord and
undone.
what kind of
But
microphone
look at this
you
little
have. So
ghosty
I guess
body.
this
It's
is
so
something You
cute.
can fill out if
I'm
you're
very,
so
very
inclined,
pleased with
and
how
we'll
this
see
came
what
out.
comes from that. So that should be all. Here's the note again. I need to get back to work. I'm working from home today because I didn't want to go out in the woods after dark. And I guess I'll talk to you later.
As H
Oh my
collected these
God, I
pieces
wish
from
that
memory
too,
lane, he
J-Rod.
appeared to miss something in his excitement. On each
and
message
tight.
were letters written
Yeah,
in
right.
silver, standing out
Nice.
from the others.
Nice.
Altogether, they spelled out, "Soon we will be together," an ominous statement considering what happened the last time H came across X. Followers decided to apply to SLC for wallpaper reverie. Applicants received replies asking them to use Vocaru to record a reading from the Book of Kings, verse 23 to 24. From there, Elisha went up to Bethel. As he was walking up the path, some small boys came out of the city and harassed him, chanting, "Go up, Baldy! Go up, Baldy!" He turned around, looked at them, and cursed them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 female bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the children. Which really just seems very funny, honestly, and not like scripture.
Don't make fun of bald
But
guys,
alright.
maybe. And then bears won't eat you.
Shortly after this, an
It
announcement
makes
is made by
perfect sense.
SLC regarding a community conference, in which an elected representative will read on behalf of SLC and take questions. H even comments on the event about to happen, helping spread the word.
You can't
Someone
get a
named
hotel
Betty is
for the
chosen as
second
the
day,
representative,
Dixon.
and while there is a recording of the event, we also have a transcript which speeds things up. To be honest, there isn't a ton of critical information from meeting Sulphur Lake Committee. The highlights go as follows.
Anton!
Though followers were
Hello,
hopeful on this
how are
point,
you?
the SLC doesn't know the whereabouts of J. They and X have been in conflict for as long as we believe from the previous videos. Scriptures give the committee information on depictions of X and what it actually is, but that's somewhat up to interpretation. X is not natural to this plane of existence, and its mere presence creates a disturbance in the fabric of reality, which we could guess from the moments X has broken through to approach H. The Sulphur Lake Committee's name is derived from the Book of Revelation, and the references pertaining to casting the devil and his deceivers into the lake of fire and sulfur. And there's a recipe for cherry pie, which includes 2 teaspoons of misdirection and 1 cup of dreams you will never forget for ingredients. Okay, I guess we'll whip that up after we're done with this series to celebrate. In the wake of the meeting, H receives a letter from the SLC informing him that they'd like to send a representative to perform
Hello,
a checkup.
Sparta.
They don't believe that anything is inherently wrong, but they'd like to make sure, seeing how H spent a lot of time haunted by a paranormal
It is
being and hanging out unconscious in a void.
Really
He agrees to
fucking
this
hard.
and soon encounters member number 5, who's willing to walk back with him
Just
to the apartment and answer
always
questions on a multi-camera setup.
Okay. So like, what is, that's like, I guess the baseline question. What is the purpose and how...
Speaking of
does this,
hotels, I
like,
had to get an
relate to
Airbnb
it
for
all?
tomorrow because my hotel
It's not
reservation
very
got
much
canceled the
involved.
other week.
Yes,
Where
I
are you,
understand.
Quinn, if you don't mind me asking? Also, hi.
I understand that you have many questions and that
Yeah.
you are in a situation which is perhaps uncomfortable. And,
Uncomfortable, yeah.
And
I
a
do
bit,
not have long tweezers, and I
well,
don't
you know,
think that that would make this job any
I really
easier,
have to
truth be
do
told.
some tests here. That's actually why I'm here.
Yeah.
So if we could get to that, I would be... Så jag skulle vara jätteglad om vi kunde få komma
Okej.
hit nu och få det överstökat. Det skulle vara
Yes. Ja, men då gör...
I don't think it would make it any
Yeah.
easier. I feel like that's something that I would have to practice for a long time to get good at, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Same.
that one of
Same, Anton.
the
Home, but I'll be in Fort Myers,
scriptures
Florida tomorrow.
that-
Thanks to the hurricane, my hotel
that
isn't really there anymore. Oh no.
I just
That's
have some
rough.
Instructions too.
Yeah.
What you up to in Florida?
Sen skulle jag behöva att du...
Yeah, they could have maybe let you know once the fucking hurricane hit, though. Instead of like today or whatever. Nice.
Så, bara stå.
Yes.
Stå Staffan. När jag säger till kan du ta tag om klockan. När jag säger till.
Ska jag liksom lyfta upp den?
Nej, du kan bara ta tag i med din högra hand.
I kedjan?
Oh
eller-
shit, I wasn't
klockan.
paying
När jag säger
attention.
till, så kan du säga ja. Så, du kan ta tag i klockan. Ja. Håll den.
Hi, Phoenix. How are you? Your uncle's funeral. I'm so sorry to hear.
Ta ett par djupa andetag.
Ja.
Vi kan göra det tillsammans. Vi ska
Ja.
se här. Ja, det här är perfekt.
Yeah, I feel you, Phoenix. I haven't gotten my updated
Cool.
booster either. I really need to. I should get it with a flu shot, honestly.
Där är bra. Bra. Och sen så nu långsamt så tar jag den från dig. Håll händerna kvar, exakt det du håller dem nu.
Okay, what is happening here? Is this a doctor? I was not paying attention. Does anybody know what's happening right now?
Precis, jättebra. Nu kommer jag sätta tillbaka den i dina händer.
Don't get it unless you don't have work the next day and it's a full dose. Don't get it with the flu shot. You'll feel like shit. I would rather
Nu vill
get
jag
like
ta en
feel
stor klunk.
way like shit for a full day than
Väldigt
feel
skillnad.
minorly like
Yes.
shit for 2 days.
Gör det nu.
Ja, okej.
He works for SLC. He is number 5. Okay.
Lite mer.
So he's just doing like some sort of evaluation?
Ja, mer.
Up to you. I don't
Tack,
recommend it.
tack. Ska vi se.
Nice Freudian slip there, Quinn.
Klara med allt eller klara med just...
Ja, vi är klara med allt.
Okej, bra. Du...
And he just drank a mystery tea?
Ja, självklart.
Ja, nu tar jag det på engelska. I can pretty much guess at this point that all of that was time-based, seeing your watches and everything.
Yeah, of course.
And this has
Okay.
something to do with the fact that time has been a bit weird for me
Ayahuasca.
since I got kidnapped.
Well,
or
as I have to make sure.
It is wild
that
how
you
much of
are
the stuffing
still
goes into this fucking thing in order to
I wanna
make it
sure that we're on the same
not
same
like
page, see what I mean? Because I can imagine you have
to make it firm
experienced
enough.
some disturbances.
yes, but when you say that we're on the same, do you mean you and me?
No, you with us others.
Oh,
Did you
like
are-
that I am experiencing
Yes.
time the same way that you're experiencing time?
Not only experiencing that you actually are, because okay, let's put it like this: you went into
Floppy ghosts are the
what we
worst.
call
True.
emptiness, nothingness.
Me and
void.
Josiah have a floppy poop
Uh,
toy and
yes,
it's the
okay.
best.
Yeah.
And that's the black place from the tape.
Yeah, the void.
Well, really, it's
When
Josiah's.
you can't go
I've
to the void or
appropriated
leave
it.
the void without taking some of the void with you back. You see what I mean?
It has a little
Okay.
corn sticking out of it. It's very funny.
So I have to make sure that you are still in phase.
Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty much all I can say without.
Yeah, but is the, if I understand correctly, when I came back,
Mhm.
some of that place came back with me,
Yeah.
like in me.
with you.
Okay, and does that mean, because some people have been theorizing, and because I have all these people that are trying to help me out with this whole thing.
Yeah.
Some have been theorizing that I'm somehow different since I came back.
No, H.
you are not different. You're still you. Det måste du verkligen förstå. Du är fortfarande du.
I cannot believe that all of this fit in here and it still needs more.
Om du känner att du är annorlunda.
Like right here, there's too much give by a lot. Right here, it's perfect.
De andra som är lite involverade, de tror ju inte riktigt på mig när jag säger. Men de här, jag hade lite frågor innan vi började. Som bra.
I love that the caption just said foreign.
Okej.
Så att...
Okej. Ja, men jag...
Taint American!
Ja, vänta en sekund bara. Men, förlåt, jag måste bara... Vad... Du måste kunna ge mig något mer svar. Vad är...
Du kommer få alla svar, jag lovar. Just nu... Just nu kan jag inte ge dig något mer.
Men... Någonting, vad är... Vem är X? Och vem är... Hur blev du medlem i...
Du kommer få alla svar, jag lovar.
Oh no. Nothing bored are them eggs.
Det är verkligen ingenting jag säger bara för att vara jobbig eller kryptisk som dig, utan du kommer få alla svar på det. Men just nu kan jag inte ge dig mer. Och det är för ditt bästa, förstår du det?
Men det är liksom... Det här att bara... Det verkar konstant
Okay, this
bara...
should be the last, like, fistful of stuffing. You say a lot of fucked up shit when making amigurumi. I'll tell you that much for free.
Att du har varit i tomheten behöver inte bara vara dåligt. Allting kommer klarna. Jag vet den här...
Babe, dump that cringe and then come bring me the toy poop so that I can show chat.
Men det är inte det. Det här är en bra sak. Det här
Also,
är
feel
gåva.
free to link your book that you're kickstarting that launched today.
Snälla, bryt inte upp den här. Försök inte ta in igen innan vi säger till.
Okej.
Det kommer hjälpa dig. Hej då!
So, reflecting on this event, the appearance and inclusion of the Sulphur Lake Committee initially seemed a bit random and off-brand, you might say, for the narrative taking place. Its credibility and its
Okay,
fit
we need
within
one
the
more,
story
so
wasn't
sorry.
quite firm, but this meeting with number 5 makes it a component that does feel
Yeah,
good,
Josiah
that
helped
feels
make a book,
believable,
and it's
does the
really
work of making
cool.
us accept and even welcome their
For
continued
Dungeons and
involvement.
Dragons.
Including an organization or group into the narrative of man versus supernatural often can harm the carefully crafted and enjoyable atmosphere of isolation that such a tale evokes. What once was sacred to a character, their nemesis, and the audience is now intruded upon by something that feels almost corporate. The proper work always needs to be done to justify the inclusion and make the involvement feel right. In this upload, I feel a sense of caring about the existence of SLC that I didn't have prior, and the acting by this performer lends credibility to their
That is
efforts and reality within
Fucking
the tale.
hilarious.
Back to the narrative side of things, we find a new upload from X telling him to just
Nobody in
come back
Canada's
after showing a
even
screen
gonna
cap
be
of
able
H
to
saying he
fucking
won't return
own
to the
it.
tower. This is followed shortly by another action from X, leaving a package outside the apartment.
Just shoot at your own foot. Amazing. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah. I think that's all of them. Why? Why? What do I do with this?
Okay. This
Why
is
do I fucking need it?
perfect. This is perfect. Oh. Shit's popping off.
X decided that H should have kept his mementos, and the first tape seems more powerful now. X is not content to leave it here, however, uploading again with a taunt.
Okay, so now we just in Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. Silgnav, thank you so much for the 10 bucks and biddies. That is so nice.
The
Holy
challenge for
moly,
tape
I don't
7
deserve
is very
ya.
clear now. A frightful leap of faith. H appears to have no choice but to return, and we follow him
Can we
as he
get fart
updates.
slides in chat for that? That's so wonderful. Also, yeah, everybody check out my Big Baboose's Big Monster book. If you play D&D, if you don't play D&D and just like D&D artwork, if you just feel like supporting Josiah and tangentially me, and a bunch of other really cool people, like Wally, AJ, Mr. Tarask. There were other writers that I know, too.
Fuck. Jay.
I am having a hard time splitting my attention between chat and this. Big Baboose's Big Monster book. Quintessential Guide to Monsters is pretty good, though.
Wake up. Wake up, Jay. Fuck. I did what you said. I'm here. Now give me the tape. I did what you said. Now give it to me. What do you want? Please help. Please. Jay? Jay? Fuck. What is this?
I'm very intrigued by what's going on, but I have no idea what's happening because my ADD is extra bad today.
Fuck you! You said you wouldn't keep me. Just give me the fucking tape.
But how do we know that he's in the void space? Because he didn't remember being in the void
Why
space
did you bring me
last
back
time.
here? Shut up.
I'm a terrible
Shut up.
Thursday.
That's not true. They're protecting me. They're helping me. They're all I have. They're all I have after you took everything from me. Give me the tape. Just give me the tape.
Sleep Ninja, thank you so much.
I fucking hate you. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this to me? Answer me. You are nothing without me. I hate what you've done to me. You said you wouldn't keep me. I failed to see that you are going to miss this. You want this. You need this. I soon will be out here.
I can't understand anything he's saying either. This is the final part of
Tape 7
Nightmind's
received,
coverage of
and a
the
lot
10
besides
tapes ARG.
This is our
Sleep
first
Ninja.
truly deep view of the void where H was being kept, and we've learned a lot. First, Jay is alive, which is so much better than we expected. Second, this is a strange plane of existence, almost a land caught in two dimensions if it weren't for the spacing out of objects. Matter isn't the same here as it is on the physical plane, and we've never seen a depiction of an otherworld like this in a project which, in creative standing alone, is praiseworthy. This is unique effects work, clearly complicated, but executed in a way that fascinates.
Silgnav, thank
X
you
isn't
so
done playing
much.
games by far. but certainly
That's
won't
so
allow
nice.
hesitation to hinder the journey, allowing H to leave with
I don't
tape
think
7
it's gonna work
and
because
pass
you
out
were
again.
too recent, but that's
While we
okay.
wait
I
for him
really
to
appreciate
recover,
it either
the SLC
way.
uploads old
We don't need
instructional
a
videos for
train
those
for
who've
me
been to
to
an alternate plane
appreciate
of
what you guys
existence.
do for me.
They explain that the box H was given is a time irregularity management ensuring kit. The contents are, effectively, a specialized tea with a blend crafted by SLC, meant to be mixed with some earth and nature. Some
Okay.
jumps in the video leave out elements that would be nice to know, but we're given a sense that H will have what he needs to make the mixture. As for unlocking the box, another video appears with a scripture reading, Revelation 1:18, a 3-digit code for a 3-digit lock. The next video is H's attempt to make the tea in a supercut. He seems to do alright, and we can tell it's as potent and strange a drink as it appears from his reaction. Then he looks up mansions for reasons not yet understood, packs his camera gear, and... oh, it's a mini vacation. Alright, cool. Well, he deserves it, really. He's kind of been through
Straight
hell.
up.
This happy note comes with some sour, unfortunately, according to an update he gave followers on Discord. He doesn't believe that was actually Jay in the void. He feels it was just X taunting him, trying to break his spirit over the fact that he couldn't save someone. H has done some searching and can't come up with a missing persons report or some declaration of death for Jay, so he thinks that he is alive and simply has chosen to abandon this whole set of paranormal circumstances. He also spent about a week in the void, not a few minutes like it seemed. Time was shaky when he returned, but the SLC concoction did appear to stabilize him. When H returns, he informs viewers it's time to continue the journey. He goes live with a playthrough of Tape 7, now on a new TV.
My lilies. That's new. Music, applause. There's shapes happening in the background. And this is obviously a sound puzzle too. Oh, he spelled something. What is a Mobius strip? It's, you should just Google it. I would never be able to explain it. It's a thing where the top is the bottom and the bottom is the top and it never ends.
Would it surprise you to learn out of all the tapes so far, this is one of the better ones to me.
Okay.
For all its simplicity, all its direct
Okay,
wording,
see you later,
it
Dex.
seems
Have a
more
good one.
effective
Thanks for
and
hanging out.
surprising in its delivery. X's message of departure obviously can't be true in a total context, but there must be some partial reality to it. And naturally, we have the code introduced through a keyboard sort of setup. The symbols in the background are a wingding set, and the message reads, "First he must learn, to be able to unlearn, for unlearn is the last step towards the end." Examination of the harder code elements, such as this grid, lead to a Reddit account displaying more images.
Okay.
The first code was use less, a hint to chop down the grid size. Bacon ciphers actually encourage continued shrinking, saying almost there and stop counting, followed by direction to another account
Shapes
with
you see
another
on a
image.
math school bus, for
Attacking this
sure.
with information from tape 7 led to the decoding. Getting here is quite impressive, my lilies. Very well done. Now, the fact of the matter is that I am truly unable to share with you the specifics of our situation. I am bound by rules much larger than me, you, my lilies, our lovely dullard, or our ravenous wolves. Just as certain as the madmen laughing, the good men crying, the lonesome growing more lonesome and the brave being punished. But let's call it wiggle room, what we have here. Because I know you worry of not seeing me again. I know you worry of not hearing my name. But be sure, this is farewell, but not goodbye. Some letters in the message are missing, but easy enough to guess. We'll see about their use later.
Oh my
For now,
God,
Peach is
Izuma.
granted another mystery.
Azuma, sorry. I know how to say your name. I don't know. You guys, thank you so much. That's so
You don't know me,
nice.
and most likely you won't get to know me either. But we do need to get acquainted.
I love you guys. You're being so snuggly.
Meet me where the blue giant rests.
Sorry, I have to count really quick.
Good luck.
More yarn for the yarn gods? Hell yeah.
Kom idag klockan 13.
1, 2, 3,
You don't know
4,
me, and
5,
most likely
6,
you won't get to know
7,
me either.
8,
But we
9,
do need to get
10,
acquainted.
12, 13, 14, 15,
So,
16,
meet me
17.
where the blue giant rests.
8. Fuck. Nineteen. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Perfect.
Hej. Are you the...
We're gonna be on 5s now.
Är det det jag ska prata med?
Simeon.
Simeon?
Yeah.
Okay, hi, I'm H.
Nice to meet you. Sorry?
H, like the letter.
H?
Yeah, like, yeah, you can just call me H.
H. Like Harold.
Who?
Harold? H for Harold?
Oh, no, that's not my name, but yes, H as in Harold.
Got it.
Okay. So,
Right, Lillian? J-Rod? Jeez.
I'm pretty
Even
good.
in Canada,
It's
we didn't see much snow last year.
a bit cold, I guess. How are you?
I'm great.
Yeah.
Looks like there's a fuck ton of ice on the ground there, too.
Are you one of the members of the SLC or the Sulphur Lake Committee?
No.
No?
Are you?
Okay. No. No. Yeah, but I kind of... You know them?
I know of them and I've known them as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do we do here?
Well, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? Have you seen the mist?
Like that one? Just by the house, you mean?
And
Yeah,
winter
yeah,
was
exactly. Just
successful.
around the house.
Yeah.
It's a lot of mist and you can't
Thanks,
see the
Obama.
trees even.
Yeah. Are we on there?
No.
No?
We're checking this guy out. This big fellow over here.
Okay.
You seen the take a shot of that of the pinkness in the sky. Look at that.
Yeah, it's
Beautiful.
really is.
And get one. Let me see. Over there. See? This stronger shade or a lighter shade of pink over there.
Like up.
Yeah, exactly like there. Not the big, huge cloud, but the smaller
Yeah.
one. Yeah. You smoke?
No, thank you. Thanks.
Come over here. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, I love this guy. What are your thoughts?
You mean on the giant?
Yeah, it's Blue Giant.
Yeah. No, it looks. It's cool.
How do you think they made it? I mean, look at these cubes. Do you see that?
Was
Yeah.
this one giant cube that they chiseled down to the statue?
Oh, I mean, I assume these like the seams, but like this was one cube and this was one cube, and then they kind of like pieced it together. If that
What the
makes
fuck are they on about? Yeah, this all just feels really awkward.
sense. That
What
would-
about the leg? Neat.
I mean, I guess they could have just built it higher there and then have it be like a flat surface here and then up and a flat surface there, just because they knew they were gonna. That's a total guess.
Yeah, any guess works, I think.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Godard. Let's get going.
Okay.
We're losing daylight.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
This is 10 or
While
15,
H is
that's
following this
definitely
mysterious
10, but I'm
stranger,
gonna call.
I just want to point
Or
out quickly what I imagine some
count.
of you are feeling. This absolutely reeks of danger. Definite senses of a setup here, and it's bringing out the paranoia on H's behalf.
7.
I kept thinking at any moment there that he was going to be clubbed over the head or choked out from behind.
Same. Me too. Like every time he
Same
was
here?
like pointing at things.
So, like it's kind of getting a bit dark and everything. Like, where are we going?
Yeah, sorry. I've been totally bit too vague, maybe. But we're not going very far. So, see those steps?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go those steps. See that Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really close by.
Okay.
So we're not gonna go like venture into some scary forest where I just decapitate you or something like that. You know, you don't have to worry.
Okay. So it's just like up. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
that's
up
Didn't
the-
have to say that.
Is that good?
No. Yeah.
That was unnecessary.
The tree. That was pretty tacky.
Oh. Yeah. I guess. Here we are. This is it.
This is it. Yeah.
What happens here?
That's
Nothing.
true. Can I have a kissy?
Sure.
Ugh, I love him. Look at my floppy poop toy.
All of this.
Oh no!
Yeah.
This is water.
Yeah.
This water.
This is water.
They can see it. They can see its eyes. Isn't that? I thought there was a little corn sticking out of
Every one
it.
these lights.
Why did I think that?
They all have their own
Yeah.
electric
I love him.
circuitry.
If poop was a
Every
vegetable.
one of these people in all these apartments carry their own world.
I love this thing.
Yeah.
Get this shit off street.
These people in these cars driving. See that?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're on their way to a place.
Thanks, babe.
They're coming from a place. They got things on their mind.
Now I need to count again.
That's it. That's what life is about. It's just ongoing.
It's a nice view.
Yeah, it really is. Have you ever been to Denmark?
16, 17, 18. Okay, so we need to increase on this one.
I mean, in passing, not really. No.
Well, the Danes have a saying
Okay.
about things that start to smell after 3 days. 2 things that start to smell after 3 days.
Okay.
So, you're one of the things. And you're gonna need the other thing to pass.
Okay. I'm not sure if they have a saying, and it's like about me. I am one of the things. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can give you. Sorry,
Okay.
we gotta get going. You know what? I take it back. I think it's quite nice.
The tree?
Yeah, true.
This was a very odd encounter.
Yeah, it was.
And the saying spoken of references guests and fish. While H was doing this, hints from the SLC let it be known that their digital archive site was live, and it required a password which was guest/fish. Access keys were needed for a majority of the material. but this image was left available. At the same time, a video from SLC was uploaded, informing H he was about to enter a stage that's always been devoted to the committee. Answers are finally coming, and at the end, the SLC says, "Trust us,"
Time for
with a big
sixes.
X behind it.
We're making
Starting to
some
feel like less and less people in the
serious
scenario are
progress.
worth trusting.
Feels good.
And an apparent influx
We're
of
gonna have to
spooky new Discord
take a
members at that
break
moment
here
with cryptic
soon.
messages in their profile pictures compounded the situation. The results of that should come shortly. For the time being, viewers found that H's dealings with Simeon weren't over.
You know what? Let's do it now. Hold on. This is a good spot to pause, right? I'm gonna go ahead and run ads. We'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. I need to do my French before midnight anyway. So yeah, everybody hang tight. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Please feel free to hit up my wish list if you want to see ghost hunting streams. Also follow me on Twitter if you do not already. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Be right back. God. Hello? Can you guys hear me? My computer is kind of freaking out a little bit. You hear? Okay. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. So sorry. 2 shakes, boys. All right, can I get 3 readies in chat and we'll get back to work here? S'il vous plaît? 198 days, no streak freezes, by the way. Let's go. Hell yeah, you guys are the best. I love you. Pretend I gave all of your little nosies kisses. Hi, Crow. How are you? Best wishes right back at ya. Okay, we're on 6s now.
Simeon?
Hey.
Hey, dude.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Actually, I need to talk to you about something.
Yeah?
You want to follow along?
Are we going for another walk? It's kind of like cold.
No, no more. No, we're going to my place. It's only a few stations away.
Yeah?
Yeah, no nightly adventure or anything like that. Nothing crazy.
Yeah, why not?
Thank you, Silgnav. Yeah, I'm starting to get really good. I need to start like watching media in French, like
You're just
kids
waiting
shows
for
or
me?
something.
I
wonder if I could find
Yeah.
Blue's Clues in
Yes,
French. I
ma'am.
feel like that would be supremely
Of
helpful.
course.
Oh, welcome to my humble abode.
Thank you. Well, this is nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What a view. Is this all water?
Yeah, this is definitely all water.
Yeah? I'll put this here if that's okay.
Would you like anything to drink?
Is it in French, Azuma?
You have tea?
1, 2, 3,
Sure.
4.
It's fine if you don't.
Actually, I'm having tea
Yeah,
with water.
yeah, glass of water is fine.
Sorry, I don't usually
No.
drink tea or coffee. So.
You don't drink coffee either?
No.
What's your poison of choice then?
7. Oh, sick. Could you, Azuma, could you tweet that at me?
Occasional glass of wine.
Yeah?
Yeah,
So I'm just gonna have this here like pointed at you if that's okay.
that's fine, good art.
Alright. I have this with me as well, so I'll just be like pointing that at myself somehow. I'm guessing we're not going anywhere today.
No,
No.
no, I actually have a couple of questions I need to ask you.
10.
At this point,
This guy's like handsome
it's nice to
Bezos.
not be the one to ask all the questions, I guess. So you just go ahead. I'll have these rolling, and yeah, I'll try to answer.
Well, my first question is, why are you doing all of this?
All of this, as in the whole thing with tapes and everything.
Yeah.
That's a good question. At this point, I feel like I need to see it through, and I need to see what's at the end of the tunnel, if that makes sense.
It does make sense, but you've been through a lot, I can imagine. Haven't you been scared for your life?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yes, I have, but like, I feel like that also kind of contributes to wanting to see it through. Like, if I don't finish it, then what was the point of all that?
So what's your end goal?
I mean, at some point in the beginning,
Ooh,
the
please.
fact that there's 10 of them was established, and so I guess getting all 10 of them, and like, I guess figuring some shit out as well. I really like to also figure out some things about this guy called Jay. But that's, I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I don't
that's
know,
really,
Sleep
like,
Ninja.
connected, but that's also
Azuma, I
part
guess
of
I don't know
why
what
I'm
you
still
mean.
going,
Like, I have
Yeah,
Netflix.
like,
So
But if you could
curiosity.
just send me a
Yeah.
tweet with the
I mean,
names of
there's more
those
to it,
shows,
but
that
I
would
guess that's what it
help me
comes
out
down to.
tremendously.
You know, I'm a fan of idioms. You ever heard
Me
of the
too.
saying, curiosity killed the cat?
Yeah. Yeah, but if someone wanted me dead, I think I'd be. Like, every opportunity has presented itself. I fear a lot of things still, but like I don't fear dying anymore.
So what could stop you then?
I don't know at this point. It's like, again, with all of the stuff that's been a thing that has happened, if that didn't, I have a hard time seeing what would.
So you're willing to go all the way
3.
To the end?
to the end, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like that's the main goal.
4.
And death wouldn't stop you?
I mean, in terms of if I died, I couldn't continue, absolutely, but like... Or is that what you meant?
26.
Do you know what this is?
No.
This age is what we call
27.
a litmus test.
Okay.
Do you know what's in this bottle?
28.
No.
There's enough in this bottle, if you were to drink it,
29.
to kill any person on this planet within an hour. And it would be a slow, agonizing death. You would be paralyzed, and then in the end, your heart would stop beating.
31.
A slow, torturous death. That's what's in this bottle.
Okay.
33. 34.
Dude,
5.
listen, I don't know, like, what's...
Hello? He drank it?
You okay?
But I like that guy. I like handsome Bezos. He's weird.
You gotta get going. You gotta go.
Yeah,
Go and
but
do what you got.
are you fine? What?
I'm fine, thanks for asking. But you need to go and do...
Only 2 more increase rounds.
It hurt.
We're on 7s, then
It
8s.
hurt.
Yeah, I can imagine that it did, but like, what do I make of that? Like, what do I do with this information? And I know how it goes in terms of like, if I ask you, like, oh, but
He dipped his finger and licked it.
Like, what happens? You're not gonna.
I would be wiping my prints like straight up. He couldn't handle the hot sauce, yeah. It was the bomb.
For a few seconds there, that you were gonna kill me. And that sucks, man.
No, yeah. No, not at all. Not even close.
Yeah, okay. But, yeah. Don't, like, stand outside my window, please.
You have
Okay?
nothing to worry about.
Yeah. I'm going, and enough is enough. That's... Alright, okay?
So what is even the point of this guy?
Shit. Holy shit.
Like,
Holy
we didn't
shit.
even learn anything from him or
Why did I go
anything.
here?
Why did you go
Why did I
here?
go here? This is so dumb. Holy shit.
It took him this long, but H finally realized how weird this guy was. You know how it is. When the poison comes out, it's either time to party or part ways. On the community side of things, SLC tweeted out this image of a riddle, the answer for which was time. This led followers on a path of uncovering images on the archive by solving more riddles, and these images were numbered, suggesting pages. After some more collecting, it became clear that they were, in fact, the pages corresponding to this initial image. Actual use of this broken up handbook wasn't clear yet, but messages from the SLC emphasized a need for patience. Soon enough, the book was filled with the elements provided, completing the guide, you, or your memories, and SLC confirmed the win, providing a folding tutorial in a video. Next, we hear from H after a period of silence following his weird interaction over a bottle of poison. He feels a responsibility to let people know he isn't dead, and he's been isolating himself since someone entered the Discord and repeated things he told individuals in confidence. H also has his own SLC handbook printed out, and he doesn't know who to trust anymore. Meanwhile, it appeared that followers who filled out their handbook were completing the process by sending them into SLC, but to what end was unclear. H returns 10 days later with a light form of recap. The mystery user in the Discord sent a bunch of odd images. A 44, 4046 which may be 06, the word ran, and an image of a boat which followers located. H is headed there now.
Hi, Henry. Is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Six, 7. Oh shit.
Det får komma in.
Hej.
Stäng dörren. Det var inget sagt om att...
Nej, Förlåt, jag vet inte om jag har kommit rätt. Jag har bara fått det här.
Jag tror att du kommer rätt.
Okej.
Du kan ta ner kameran eller vad...
Okej.
Spelar du in den?
Nej.
Du verkar lika förvirrad som jag.
Förlåt?
Du verkar lika förvirrad som jag. Jag vet inte varför...
Ja, okej. Jag är ganska förvirrad. Jag har bara fått att jag ska till det här rumsnumret.
Ja.
Sorry, I want to read it this time.
Okej, och vad ska jag göra med den här? Är det en DVD?
Det är din det där. Jag vill inte höra den. Jag vet inte vad det är. Jag har inte... Men jag förstår inte vad... För vi är tvungna att komma hit så...
You tell me.
Jag lyssnar bara på vad jag blivit tillsagd.
Har någon bett dig komma hit och...
Mhm.
Okej.
Så. Nu har jag fått den och... Du behöver inte göra något annat här inne.
Okej. Då går jag.
Ja, om inte du vill spendera natten här.
Nej tack.
Ut.
Why didn't he ask him who sent him? For some reason, this makes me think of that incident where the rowboat with two Swedish teen girls got their anchor caught on a Russian sub spying, and they were dragged along super far into the ocean, so Russia had to send a ship to pick them up and lie about finding them drifting around on the ocean? What? Yeah, why didn't he ask? Why didn't he ask any questions? That seems very unlike him.
No way.
Well, he didn't die from the poison, y'all.
Hey, look, I've just been like on this whole thing. I'm not gonna go anywhere. And like, especially after last time, I kind of feel like enough is enough. And I'm just gonna go inside.
Yeah, I'm sorry about last time. I can imagine how crazy and intense that was.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere. This is the last you'll see of me, I promise.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just want to wish you luck on everything and say goodbye, basically. Oh, right. I'm supposed to hand you this.
Oh. Okay. Thanks. SLC.
Yeah. So,
I have to
I wanna
unwind
wish
more
you good
yarn.
luck. And so long, H. Thanks for all the fish.
Okay.
Why a Hitchhiker's Guide reference?
Yeah. Bye. Bye, Samuel.
H's next upload informs us that he opened the box the next morning. The surprise and danger of the boat, followed by Simeon's appearance, took a bit out of him. He'll be going live with a reveal of the box's contents and the DVD, giving us a very different update stream. It's quite a long recording, an hour and 55 minutes. But as you've already seen, there's going to be a lot of content. Perk up your ears and lean in. This was an event worth really paying attention to.
Here we go. How do I do this? I guess I'll just... Well, what other
Oh
way
no!
to do this than to just
Nightbot,
do
you have
this?
failed me. 8 and 9. Clade, I don't know if you're around, but Nightbot has failed us.
H, we want to start with thanking you for your patience throughout this entire process. It's been remarkable how composed you've managed to stay under the circumstances. We understand that you are confused, but we are finally at the point where we can hopefully shine some light and explain everything for you. You have received 2 tapes from us, number 8 and number 9. As you have probably already understood by now, the consigner of these tapes is not the same as for the previous tapes you have received. We are the Sulphur Lake Committee, and steps 8 and 9 have always been attributed to us by the laws of the unknown. Now let us begin with an overview of the contents of this tape.
What's Nightbot up to? He's supposed
You
to
are currently watching
display a
contains
link
brief
to my
summary of
throne
SLC's
wish list,
purpose, history,
but it
and
did not
goals,
work.
as well as an attempt to answer the question you've probably been asking yourself ever since this all began. What is your role in all this? Okay, you with us so far?
I guess.
Good. Let us begin. Our purpose. SLC's purpose is simple. In short, spread light upon our world and repair mistakes from the past. And before you say anything, we know this doesn't actually explain anything. But let us proceed to the next section, where things will hopefully become a bit clearer. SLC's history and goals. Allow us to be blunt and clear with you.
Time for 8.
We, the Sulphur Lake Committee, are responsible for the existence of the entity you call X.
And then we just do a few rows of, Thank you,
Once upon a
Sperry.
time, long ago, further back than anyone can remember. Through a mistake whose ripples are still evident today.
just single crochets all around. So that's
Our
pretty hype.
ancestors brought X into this world. This, of course, was not intentional, but that matters matters less as the results remain the same. An indescribable evil was unleashed upon a world that did not deserve it, by the hands of those who shared our name. The those responsible swore not to rest until they had repaired their mistakes and returned the world to its previous state. This, however, proved a much more difficult task than anything they had previously taken on. And as the hours turned to days, the days to weeks, months, years, their lives began coming to an end, and the responsibility was passed along to, inherited by, their children, and then their children after them, and theirs after them. This went unchanged for a very long time, until eventually disaster struck. Our grandparents all perished in an accident that was considered to be the closest we have ever been to putting a stop to X's reign. And our parents in turn decided that the hunt was over. They simply reasoned it wasn't worth the risk to their or their
1
children's
second.
lives.
5.
And furthermore, why should they be held
6.
responsible for something that their ancestors did thousands of years ago? And with that, the
7.
Sulphur Lake Committee ceased to exist.
8. Sperry, it wasn't supposed to be like on demand command. It was supposed to be a rotating command like the mod. It was supposed to replace the mod application
They
one.
jointly decided to finally reveal our history to us,
Does that make
their
sense?
children, and to let
Am
us
I
decide for
saying
ourselves
things right?
whether we wanted to pick up where they
Hell
left
yeah,
off,
James. I'm very happy
or
to hear
simply
that.
let it go.
Yeah, it borked, Kool-Aid.
After much deliberation internally, a decision was made. Like the phoenix, the Sulphur Lake Committee rose from the literal ashes of our grandparents. We studied what remained of the scriptures, and with the advantages of the internet, we were able to piece together things that were previously impossible, while also keeping close communication amongst ourselves, even though we, over the years, have spread out over the globe. Armed with this new knowledge, we are convinced that we will succeed where our ancestors failed, with the help of you. Your role.
My role.
Like we are sure you have asked yourself multiple times, how do
With you and
you
donation,
factor
yeah.
into this equation? Well, the short answer is, X is not able to, unassisted, do what he does. He needs someone. And this time he has chosen you.
Wait.
This has historically not been a favorable position to be in. But do not despair. As previously touched upon, we, this new iteration, if you will, of the SLC, have discovered what we are convinced is the key to the final annihilation of X. Furthermore, you are different. While we already had our suspicions, Simeon confirmed this for us. You're the one we've been waiting for. The first to have actual potential to stop X. With our help.
This is bullshit. What is
And
it?
so here we are now. In summary, we want to destroy X, rid the world of his evil, and save your life. Since day one. But you might be asking yourself, if that's true, why the puzzles, the secrecy, the coded messages and cryptic
Actually, yes,
instructions?
exactly that.
But to explain that, we have to move on to step 9. The goals of the entity.
Timer seemed buggy. That not your fault. Thank you very much for looking into that.
The goals of the entity. Welcome to the next step. In this tape, we will try to answer some of the questions that you and your friends probably have regarding the entity you call X. Unfortunately, we will not be able to answer every single one, but we have promised you answers, and we will do our utmost to give it to
Pull
you.
out the doxy hair.
Before we begin, we want to point out the following. SLC does not attribute any gender to X. By all accounts, it does not have one. But for the sake of simplicity
another
and
one?
understandability during this
There's
tape,
another one.
we will refer to X with the pronoun he. This is also based on the fact that the majority of his physical forms have been assigned males at birth. Now let us begin. This tape will consist of 8 chapters, each chapter beginning indicated by these characters and the name of the chapter. The chapters are intended to break down and summarize different aspects of X. Please watch the whole tape before drawing any conclusions, as the understanding of one chapter may depend on the understanding of another.
6. See you later, Poetry Girl.
X's history. In step 8, we touched on our own story, and although it pains us to say, our own history is deeply intertwined with the history of X. When our ancestors, in an attempt to rid the world of evil, performed a ritual uncovered from ancient scripts, they did not know that the banishing of the evil spirit, in fact, was the opposite of what they were doing. Whether this was due to a misunderstanding of the scriptures, or somehow planted by X, we might never know. But the ritual happened, and an evil, imprisoned by powers unknown in a timeless prison, locked out from our world, unable to cause its devastation here, was unintentionally set free. Ergo, X has always existed. But for a long time, he was imprisoned, in the emptiness, until he wasn't anymore.
6.
Once the bottle's cork was open, it was already too late. He spread.
7.
X's goal. Why do squirrels
Okay,
climb
now we
trees?
just single crochet for several rows,
Why
so
do
we're gonna
fish
leave
swim?
this mark here.
Why does man suffer?
I need to look at the
Throughout
pattern
the
for a
centuries,
second.
Great thinkers have tried to answer these questions. Both reasonable and less so reasonable theories have been presented. But in the end, it always comes back to a similar conclusion. It's in their nature. There is no explanation, logic, rhyme, or reason behind it. It is simply how things are. This also applies to X. So untangling the motivations of X becomes not a question of why, but rather a question of what.
On row 39, we are
It would be an
supposed to do
easy
the
assumption to
eyes,
conclude that what you have been exposed to by X is his ultimate
which
purpose.
means I need to
And although we are
find
fully
those
aware that this
eyes.
has not
Fuck.
been an easy experience for you, we ask you to believe us when we say, if only that were so. But it
Night
isn't.
Ninja.
Unfortunately, it holds much more than that. Long before any of you knew of the first tape, long before you even knew anything of each other's existence, before you talked, shared memories, became friends, helped each other, you had all met X. You have all seen him, not in H's videos, in your
So I need to
everyday
start
life.
at the beginning of row
Have you
39.
ever walked
Or I
alone
need to
down a
stop
street
at the
and
beginning
that
of row
someone was following
39,
you,
rather.
only to be met
and
with
go
nothing
find
but
those
the same
eyes.
pavement, same street lights, and
We're
how
on
you
row
walked when you turned
34.
around? Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night from a nightmare?
Or,
and
wait,
even
are we
though you're
starting
fully
row
aware that it
34,
was
or did we
merely
just
a
do
dream,
row 34?
been unable to
We
let
just
go of
did
the
row
feelings it
34, so we're
infused
starting
in you?
row 35.
Have you ever listened to the phone line seemingly
Good to know.
endless beeping in your ear without an answer?
Also,
Convinced that the one you love at the other end will never answer you again. Then you have met X. He is the shadow in the corner of your eye as you walk through a stranger's house. He is the impenetrable darkness during what feels like the 10,000th lonely night in a row in your bed. When you're in the shower, eyes closed to shampoo your hair, he is the figure you imagine will stand in front of you when you open your eyes again. He's the bottom of the Mariana Trench, high above Mount Everest. It is simply his nature.
so X is just general anxiety
X's
disorder, is what I'm hearing.
X is also bound by forces unknown. Would he not be, there would have been no emptiness in the first place, for he loathes it. Much like you, he loathes being there, and longs for our world. X has
Fuck.
a number of rules to abide by. The most obvious and perhaps most significant limitation is the effect that the physical world has on X. X was never meant to wander our Earth. He is an uninvited guest here, and his physical form cannot handle it. That is why he, as we mentioned in step 8, needs someone. Someone to bind him to us. Someone to act as a bridge between the emptiness and us. A person. Someone to enchant, manipulate, and finally completely consume. But once he has succeeded in this, another problem arises. The human body is unable to bear this form of pure evil, and therefore erodes at a faster rate, from the moment the fusion begins. This means that at regular intervals, when his current bridge begins to decay, X must find a new one, because without a body, he would once again be banished and locked to the emptiness. So how does this process work? The steps. X's procedure is divided into a number of steps. You can probably guess how many. The exact content of each step isn't 100% consistent between the different cases, with some exceptions. But here is a brief overview. Steps 1 and 2 are usually dedicated to identifying the right kind of person. This should be a naturally driven and curious person, someone who notices things, sees what others would miss. Once a suitable victim has been identified, steps 3 and 4 are spent entangling
It's
and
not
manipulating
evil,
the
it's
victim,
just unknown.
preying on their curiosity and need to see things through. Step 5, the midpoint, is when X makes his final decision as to whether this is a suitable victim or whether the process must begin again with someone else. Unfortunately, by now the victim is usually strongly influenced or even obsessed by the allure of trying to understand and get to the bottom of what is happening to them. Step 6 is usually a continuation of the breakdown of the victim, albeit somewhat intensified. Through manipulation and control over the victim's life, a sort of relationship based on dependency develops, disguised as an enmity between them. It is not uncommon for the victim to be robbed of his hobbies, family, friends, job, and social security net during this, all replaced with the allure of a metaphorical gold at the end of the rainbow, a vague promise that everything will be explained if they just remain persistent. Step 7 marks X's last full-force attempt to completely put his victim in a position of dependency, as he is well aware of what steps 8 and 9 will entail. Step 8. X falls into silence, no longer allowed access to his victim. We, the SLC, are given space to explain who we are. Step 9. The SLC are, again, allowed space to explain what we know about X. And then
It sounds
finally,
exactly
step
like
10,
the
where
robot
the final
that
metamorphosis between
tells
X
you
and his
it
victim
takes
is
7
meant
to
to
10
take place.
business days to
If
put your name on the
successful,
do not
the
call
victim has
list
been
for
divided
scam
into
callers and
two,
says
large parts of their current
goodbye
personality
at the
expelled
end.
from their physical body, cursed to spend the rest of eternity in the emptiness. What is left of them inside their physical form are only the parts that are willing to work with, help, and merge with X. With that, X gets a new bridge between the emptiness and our world, but he also changes. The remaining pieces of the victim are infused into X. In this way, recognizable signs of the victim live on within X's personality, like their memories, which X can then use to lure his next victim when the time comes to start the procedure all over again. All these steps, these rules, cannot be broken, as they have been dictated by the powers unknown. The powers unknown. So what are these powers unknown we keep referencing? Well, some call it God. Others call it the universe, karma, even science. These are simply the rules that all living beings must abide by. As given as the fact that the sun goes down in the evening, these rules will be followed. Despite what you might think, the Sulphur Lake Committee has chosen not to call it God, but to instead simply explain as exactly what it is, the force of a power unknown to us. the riddles and puzzles. You all know the idea of a jinx. That is the concept that if you allow the awful and wicked to be put into words, the perceived probability that the awful and wicked will occur increases. As rational people, we all understand that this, most likely, has no bearing whatsoever. But have you ever stopped and asked yourself how almost every culture on every continent throughout all of history bears this exact same superstition? An instinct that you and those you love run the risk of experiencing what you fear the most by simply saying it out loud, or even thinking about it too much.
I feel like I've been quiet for so long, but this all feels so fucking
are waved off
important.
with phrases such as, let's not get caught up in it, or we don't talk about that. Suppose that the worst kind of malevolence you can
They're using
imagine
like my favorite
actually
font, by the
does
way.
get stronger by people spending their time and energy discussing, theorizing, and fantasizing about it. If so, would you not then say that said malevolence would have benefited from, instead of concisely doing what it set out to do, instead create reasons to spend time on it, like complicated puzzles, for example. Puzzles that one person, but sometimes in a stroke of sheer luck, thousands of people, spend large parts of their time on. Say that it also aims to manipulate and control one of these people's lives, a person specifically chosen for their curiosity. Would that not pose for yet another motivation for this
Around 36
malevolence?
now.
Throughout our conversation,
Everybody remember
we
36
have, by
for when I
hiding behind
inevitably
pros and
asked.
challenges, outwardly come across as if we are doing the exact same thing as he is doing. We are not blind to this. But what you hopefully now understand is that we've deliberately redirected your attention and energy from him to us. By replacing his ciphers and cryptic writings of loneliness and loss of power with reminders of your beautiful lives, dreams, and memories, we have effectively held him from growing even stronger. We would also like to take this opportunity to thank you for sharing said dreams and memories with us. Every time the world seems to lose its color, we look to your beautiful words and feel strengthened. Our plan. So with all this knowledge, what is the plan going forward? The same as it's always been, to defeat X. We have previously mentioned that the strategies of our ancestors, despite their good intentions,
Have been ass garbage.
We have, with joint efforts, managed to sift through all that remains of the scriptures and records of previous cases, gotten rid of the outdated superstitions and beliefs of our ancestors, and finally figured out exactly how X can be destroyed.
Oh, I'm sorry,
However,
Silgnav.
despite the fact that you most likely consider us an outdated cult, far disconnected from reality, we are well aware of James Bond and his villains. We will not disclose in excruciating detail the steps of our big plan, and thus reveal exactly how to best avoid it actually succeeding. He hears us. He sees us. You know this by now. We are very sorry to have to keep yet another secret from you, but hopefully you can now understand why we must. Through these 2 tapes, we hope to have gained some semblance of the trust you previously lacked for us.
God, I want to be hired to do shit like this. I could totally
It's quite
do
simple,
this.
H. All you have to do is keep
I'm very
your
good at script
sanity.
reading.
Deep breaths. Spend time with friends and family whenever you can. At this point, it's useless to try to ignore him, but try not to get too lost in his puzzles. The 9th step will be over by the end of this tape. In the not-too-distant future, there will come a day when you are led to the end of all of this. There's one last piece of information we did not tell you about X's
I
limitation.
pay you to not talk like
We
that,
believe
Lydia.
and hope that it will give you some sense of security.
Are you trying to tell me that you wouldn't like it better
When you
if
stand
it was
there
my
before
voice,
him during the
J-Rod?
last excruciating minutes of the 10th step, he cannot kill you. In the moment, it might feel like it, but we guarantee he cannot take your body. The metamorphosis cannot happen unless you have given your consent. If he could do this, he would not have needed the 10 steps to mold you into the person he wants to stand before him, accepting his proposition. So when you finally get the question, the answer is simply no. Unfortunately, we know from experience that this is considerably easier said than done. But you are not alone. You have your friends, your followers, and you have us. And whatever he says, whatever he tries to make you believe, you will not be standing there alone. Do not forget, we have a plan. All you have to do is stay calm.
Okay, everybody, we're on row
And
37.
then finally say,
Keep that in mind. I didn't
We
lose
believe
track
in you,
this
Paige.
time,
we would wish you good luck.
but I
you do
probably
not
will
need
this time. It's more likely that I will than won't on any given row. At least X isn't gonna force himself on this guy. X gonna give it to you.
So by just talking, like about him, and about all of it, and not even that, just by thinking, spending time
X
on it,
gonna offer it to you.
creating documents, separate Discord chat rooms, voice calls. You have no... So, someone says, you have no energy because it took it from you. Fight to get it back. Well, what I don't fucking understand is...
I need to
How the
unwind
fuck
some
do you
more
do that?
yarn. Fuck.
with
Fuck.
something that gets... that feeds off of thinking about it. How the fuck do you not think about the thing? That you're fighting. If that's the plan.
Literally, that's the problem with intrusive thoughts. X
Yeah,
is
let's not-
intrusive
let's not
thoughts.
talk about it. Great. Or what? Why would he just wait for them to fill you in on how to stop him? I mean, well, why would he care if I say yes or no? Obviously he does. By some sort of, yes, this is the logic to the supernatural world, I guess. This is what things are. You can't break these rules. You're allowed to do this, but then you gotta ask if it's okay. Or you're allowed to do this, but then you gotta have these people step in and give the person a chance to say, to understand what's going on. So obviously there are some fucking bullshit rules that neither X or the SLC has any power over. Well, then why am I at a goddamn boat getting a DVD? Like, what's...
Stop with the hands. See you later, Dragon Rana.
This situation has taken yet another major turn. To think that the
Lydia
SLC
Cavall,
owned two
how
of
are
the steps
you?
in this
A whole
game.
year.
Why?
It's good to see
Age
you.
is right to consider
Thank
how
you so
ludicrous it
much.
seems that the powers that be manage to dictate the hunting process of a malicious entity. And as for the reveal, the idea that X's game is meant to inspire obsession as a means of drawing a victim closer to hollow them out, that's really not so surprising. The only true elaboration for such a complex series of games, puzzles, and codes would be the natural generation of commitment and obsession that comes from the process of solving them. A great amount of energy is necessary for such dedication, exactly the kind of mental and emotional output and focus a creature like X could feed on. The SLC's proposal of the end of the game seemed very simple, but raised the question of what made X believe there was even motivation for a victim to agree to his terms. As we can see, it's as easy as taking a hostage, but X can't manifest physically enough to do something like this, right? Is it possible there's an accomplice? X wastes no time in returning to the fold through a new TikTok upload.
Why is he calling them lilies suddenly? Did I just miss that? Is that not new? Weird, okay, my bad. My brain sucks.
In the comments of the TikTok, the community found an account matching the name of the user who led H to the boat, which contained one video.
No, I haven't missed you, no. You thought that we're not ready for you. That's wrong. You know what? I have figured everything out. The whole puzzle is solved, and I'll fucking get to you! Huh? Idiot. That's the easiest thing to do. The H, I have him. Fine, I have him, he's safe. You could almost say that we got him
it's
together.
time to start 38, and this is the last row that I can do before I have to find the eyes.
Got this. I'm in it with you. We're in this together.
How do you like a turnaround on top of a turnaround? The user seen here was a legitimate Discord member and follower of H, who seemingly lost his mind, kidnapped J, and claimed to crack the code. This makes sense to H. The quotes that were personal to him were all things he said to J, which means the kidnapper, Heritage, got the info out of him. The boat setup wasn't X's doing. It was a follower gone mad. X follows up again with a short upload of his own, showing people with cameras and the symbols that comprise his online persona, Peel No Elephant. Followers quickly figured out that he was pointing to another platform X had shown up on, Instagram, though the account was empty at the time. H reports in next, doing a quick recap at first and then bringing us up to the current situation.
I'll be going a little bit more off script for this one. Heritage. Hi, hello. I don't know exactly what to say to you. I know you seem to think that you have everything figured out, and if you want to help me, I really appreciate that. However, I'm not sure that I understand what it is you want. I don't know what your motives are, what you hope to gain from this whole thing, but I really want to ask you to please stay out of this. Believe me, I know that it is very tempting to pursue this, but I really wish you didn't, and I have a hard time thinking that you'll listen to me. So, if nothing else, please at least tell me what you want. And I don't know how much you know, but Jay has unfortunately just ended up in the position that he is in, even before you came into the picture, and that is pretty much my fault. So, please don't hurt him. If there's anything you want to tell me, or, I don't know, take it with me. Mostly I just don't understand what it is you want. Yeah. That's probably all. Okay.
You asked me what I want? 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 I want the same as you, H. What's best for you? That's what I've worked for. That's what I've always wanted. It's everything that's best for you, Ace. We will get to that, okay? Don't you worry. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. It's fine. You don't have to worry about anything because we have you here. Yes. You're okay, right? It's fine. We've got everything sorted out because he's here. He's here. That's all part of the plan, right? Okay. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Now, I think it is okay to worry a little. And while Heritage seems unwilling to come to the table and talk things out, H wakes up in the middle of the night to find he may not be alone.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck. Do they not see him? I don't think they see him. What the fuck?
All right, this is the beginning of row 39. I need to look at my pattern again. Because this does not feel like where I am supposed to put the eyes at all. This feels way too low.
There are people
to
around.
me.
There's
We might
fucking
have
kids
to
around
fudge
us.
this a little bit.
I'm here, okay? Leave them out of this.
I'm not here for them.
I can do one more row, apparently. Let's see how it looks.
I'm sick of this reality bending bullshit, okay? You wanna take me? You wanna do the thing? Ask me. Ask the fucking question. I'm right here. Ask me!
You're so simple, my little dollar.
Yeah, I get it. I'm dumb and I'm alone, okay? You've made your point. It's been 9 months, X. I get it by now. Now fucking ask me. You're pathetic. You know I know now, right? The SLC told me everything. I know you can't hurt me. Do you understand? You don't scare me anymore.
I can do you fear. This poison through me.
I don't know what you want me to do anymore.
Stop getting distracted.
If someone changes him to channel 4, we could play Mario Bros.
Until next time.
I only understood until next time, and I can feel your fear. That's
At least
all
this
I
can be said for
understood.
X. That's the most ornate puzzle box he's granted H yet. His parting words are also ominous, considering we know the true nature of the game now. Stop getting distracted. Time passes with surprisingly nothing occurring on any fronts
That
until
solves
H
so many
uploads
puzzles,
again.
babe.
Even he admits nothing is moving, and he has no idea what to do with the cylindrical puzzle box. He's also made a decision. The 10th tape is not priority. We can tell the situation with Jay is at the forefront of H's mind, and he soon makes a move. Just a light one, commenting on the last video from Heritage, reminding him not to hurt Jay. The response is almost immediate.
I can't believe that you don't trust me. I've followed you since forever. I'm no newbie around here. I I watched at the beginning of this journey, and I saw you at the tower. You know, the tower that changes light, that dark. I was with you with the weird guy at the boat. Since you bought that VCR, I've been supporting you, I've been following you. You gotta trust me, H, please. I'm telling you this. You gotta trust me. And by the way, H, it's...
I want an apple.
The SLC, you can't trust them. Or maybe they can be trusted, but I don't know how to put it. Just don't talk to them until you talk to me again, okay?
It seems H is getting distracted, the one thing at this time X doesn't want. It's no surprise he made the next move, putting out 9 videos for puzzle-solving purposes on Instagram. While the Discord went to work on a whole mess of information and images, Heritage posted again.
Guys, I figured it out. I read the diaries, I got it all sorted out, I figured it out, and the only logical thing, you know it's the only logical thing right now, is to replace H with J, okay? Yeah, you love J. Oh, perfect J. No, we don't know him. He's just a daddy's boy, and now I will reunite him with his father. What's the problem? We don't know him. We know H. We know you, H. It's sorted out. It's the simplest math that you can do. That's the best thing for everyone. And you know that this is the only logical thing to do. I'll see you soon, H.
He's read the diaries. That must mean he's also had access to what was left in the box Jay found, which prompted X's interference. Heritage does appear to know something useful, but he's so far gone that he can't be trusted. X finds it almost amusing, posting a taunting video which contains 2 suggestions. The silence from the SLC at this time is curious, and perhaps the lovely little lilies can help H see why. X provides a video full of codes to help things along, and after a lot of code cracking, the community discovered the password for another item left in the SLC digital archive, a game called Hard Day's Night. Winning this game uncovered a message from SLC member number 9 to member number 3. First of all, sorry for going into your father's game and tweaking the code. Don't worry though, I have backed up the original contents of the cartridge. I don't know when you will read this, hopefully sooner rather than later, but I need to talk to you and I don't know what channels are safe anymore.
Because this is the nose.
When telling me about our history and moral inheritance regarding X, my mother spoke so lovingly about the SLC and how her intuition have always guided our path towards correcting what mistakes have been made, while also making sure no more harm gets done.
I feel like this needs to be
sure, she wasn't proud over abandoning the whole thing, as I'm sure your father wasn't either,
like
but her reasoning was sane.
Need to do
Putting
more
their lives at stake, even for the greater good, ran the risk of casualties, orphan children, and further suffering, which is why it pains me even more to show what I'm about to. I was accidentally included in correspondence between number 1, 5, and 10. They quickly pulled me out, but not before I had time to copy some of it. Afterwards, I played dumb and said I was asleep and that I didn't even notice. They seemed to buy it. Unfortunately, I could only access the last part of the conversation, but I think what I got is telling enough. Here's an excerpt. The information captured reveals that H's designation in the SLC is SA/C0010. They discuss the DVD, which they know wasn't from X. Number 10 asks if H is suspecting anything. 5 reports that H nor his followers suspect them. 10 mentions how they haven't revealed their ace move against X this time to the other members, and after 10 goes offline, 5 says he's never been a fan of the whole trolley problem thing. The classic trolley problem setup is the choice between leaving a trolley on its path, where 5 people lay it tied down, or throwing a lever to divert its course to another path where 1 person is tied down. Either way, someone is going to suffer. But would you, through your own action, actively sacrifice a person to change a natural situation that would have killed several? The SLC's true motive has always been the elimination of X, and it seems their plan involves sacrificing either H or J in order to do it. On TikTok, H updates us.
Okay.
He's received a package.
This is the time. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Please peruse my throne list if you feel like ghost hunting streams or supplying crafting materials or contributing to machines that would enable us to do different crafts on the stream. Please follow me on Twitter if you haven't done that already. It's twitter.com/ZER0DOXY. And we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Chat room, hello. So sorry about the wait. I had a brief panic attack there. Not being able to find these eyeballs, but I found them. We're good. Now if I could just get 3 readies in chat, we'll continue. That's 2. I just need one more, gang. Just one more. Hell yeah, thank you.
It contains a green hat, the same that Jay wore during the livestream with H. Time is running out to do something, if it hasn't already. X chose this moment to deliver the last element of followers needed for the puzzle box code, revealing the password United. H chooses to continue his tradition of live streaming major moments for the unveiling of the contents.
Way too small
Slips of
of a head
paper with a riddle and some
for
codes.
the stuff that we've
the riddle
prepared
read,
here.
The age of the man who you aspire to be .ca.
I could also
your age when you met him .ba.
Make
Some
this a
decoding
little
work
bit
on the rest of the information along with
work.
H's answers produced the set of
This
coordinates.
is the size of the eyeballs.
If we don't know
Next
what to
to
do
this
with
now,
it,
actually, I do think
don't
we
feel
should
like
make
it's
this a
worth
little bit smaller.
Bringing in like personal stuff. If we
I
have
think we should.
a very like clear plan of exactly what we're gonna do with it, but now it just feels like a way for me to like say something that is very
I feel like this was crocheted literally months ago.
we still don't I don't think it's gonna change anything. Like I could say 89 and 5, I could say 25, 10, I could. That doesn't really change that we have all these letters. Yeah, just I guess we can kind of end it off here. I just want to say thank you for all of the help and all of the support and everything, and all of the the solving and all the stuff that I never would have been able to kind of figure out on my own. And everyone take care of yourselves and
this definitely
of each
feels a
other.
lot more
Be
appropriate.
Nice. Play nice. And
let's undo one more row.
Yeah, thanks again.
And see if that's better even.
And so, with nothing left to go on and Jay's condition unknown, H prepares to go to the coordinates.
I feel like that's just right. I feel like that is just right.
Heritage, listen. Listen.
I can't believe it's you.
Put the gun down.
See you later, Quinn.
Put the... Jay. Are you okay?
I figured it out.
Put the gun down, Heritage.
Okay?
You need to put the
I
gun...
read the diaries. I got it figured out, okay? I solved it. And he solved it as well, but he failed, okay? But I won't.
Är du okej? Är du okej? Du måste lugna ner dig.
Sit down, H. Sit down. Come on.
Can you put him down too? Can you put him down too?
Yeah, sure. Sit.
Jay. Är du okej? Jaha. Jag har den här. Sorry, jag vet inte. Han skickade den till mig. Hej.
He'll be here, okay? He'll be here.
Listen.
H, I'm trying to fix
Silgnav
this.
is-
I know, but we need to
Is
talk.
X after you?
Sad boy, you're gonna meet Daddy soon.
Listen, Heritage.
He is here. I promise, he's here.
Listen.
Where are you, X?
Whatever it is you think, whatever you think is happening is not what's going on. And you're messing with things that you're not going to be able to stop. You can't stop, okay? But you can't stop what's going on. X, leave him out of it.
Fuck off, Abe! I'm trying to help you! Don't fuck this up! Get up! Get up! I'm fixing this! Take it! Take it! This is how it's supposed to.
Don't touch him, X. Don't
I
fucking
have
touch him.
an idea. I have an idea.
Jay. Come on. Are you okay? You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay.
I wish I could understand anything that dude was saying.
At last, here we are.
You can ask me.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
My offer.
I accept.
He accepted an offer. Men in Black naming convention.
How embarrassing. Lilies, there have been some unforeseen circumstances due to the relationship we've built over this period of time.
This sounds like
Seems that I've
Nightmind.
affected you a bit more than I intended. And this leaves us with something of a conundrum. You see, his consent.
Did Nightmind
is
do the
not
voice
enough.
for this right now?
I need yours as well. However, seeing how I succeeded with my process, I am entitled to a new bridge. Luckily, I've come up with a solution.
Did H just die? I didn't know what the offer was.
Consent.
I thought I wasn't supposed to.
And besides, what more fitting way to end this than at the hands of Louise?
X offered the 10th tape. There is no alternative. There is no loophole. There is nothing else. I vote for none.
So, X's choice of voice was interesting there, huh? Seemed a little funny to me. Maybe a weird blend of J and H, or the attachment to the whole audience,
No,
or somebody
no,
paying him
it
a lot
sounded
of
like
studious attention
you,
maybe created
Nightmind.
it. Interesting, but less of a discussion point than the events and the ending.
Telling us to go out and vote.
I don't know where
It's
Heritage
true.
might have gone to, but it's not really worth worrying about, is it? What actually occurred for the finale is, the website provided by X was used as intended, with the audience finding no alternative, just as he said. There was no exit, just the choice. And they did choose.
We already have gone let's full fuck shit up mode. Don't know if you recall 2016. I just really am not following it. I'm having a really hard time splitting my attention today. I'm so sorry. That is gonna look a lot cuter, I think. With the, like, little cheekies on it. I definitely fucked them up, though. This one is wider than this one. I don't know what I did, so I need to go back. But, and I think I want to make it smaller anyhow, in order to accommodate for the extra size. J-Rod, what is happening right now? Music video. Should I understand it? Because I don't. Did they? Okay. They voted to let X have J. Okay. And H is pissed about it.
Do I seem solemn to you? I guess that I am. At Journey's End, presented with a terrible choice and no salvation, the wrong move was played, in my opinion. There was no good ending here, naturally. But if we present things as they are, with the facts arranged regarding both J and H, the picture is quite clear. Saving J is the choice that is just and honors H. Saving H was the emotional and selfish choice. Anyone who had followed the series and gotten involved in solving the puzzles, decrypting the codes, and become invested was given the same temptation as H. To say yes to the obsession one final time, despite the logic of what should have been done. J was an innocent individual, his father already having vanished from his life due to his obsessive nature, later exhibited by H. He was willing to help with something that largely did not involve him, and suffered far more than an individual at the heart of X's game, who made the decision all the way along to keep taking part. And at the end, H had been told what to do. Even if the SLC may have said so out of ulterior motives, an option to deny the final tape existed. And in that, the choice was created between H and J, leading to the downfall of at least one of them. H could have denied it, but he stepped in. And there is a possibility that it was what he wanted, because Heritage had just been whisked away and the limits of X's powers at this time only concerned killing H, if the SLC was to be believed. H's choice may have been intentional for the sake of saving J by giving X what he wanted. Saving H was not just, it was emotional. J was sacrificed, and Heritage, the mad fan, got what he wanted, even if he wasn't there to see it. So, lilies, sometimes you get emotional, and you act selfishly, and let it lead you to the worst choice. The final shot orchestrated is very deliberate. Behold, your rescued person on the empty tracks, the outcome of your decision in the trolley problem. H was prepared to handle the burden and rescue J. His action of taking along J's hat and shaking his hand alone proves his intention. For the first time in this entire journey, you denied him the help he needed. The ending to 10 tapes feels hollow. A cold closing, an empty shot, and no more word from H. The quiet is short, but loud. And while so much of the journey resembled the stories we've seen before, this is different. We've never had such a dark cut like this. I need to be honest with you on this, my moonflowers. I'm usually quite good at transitions, and I don't have it in me to make it smoothly here to final thoughts. Do you know the feeling of disquiet at the end of a movie that just leaves you sitting in your seat and watching the credits roll? Not really seeing them even as people get up and leave around you. Your thoughts just
Positively Stitched, thank you so much for the raid.
You just can't
Hi everybody, I'm Zero Doxy. I'm
words to form an opinion
garbage
or
monster.
To share with the person
just turn
you
around
went there
now while
with.
you can.
That is this moment.
If you decide to stick
It's
around,
time for the credits to roll, and I can't leave my seat. I want to sit here with my
crochet
hands
stuff.
folded.
We watch creepy
and wait.
things. It is called
I guess we all disappoint ourselves
Creepy
at some
Crochet.
point, don't we?
Thank you so much for the raid, Positively Stitched. Everybody go follow
10 Tapes
Positively Stitched
is
for
a
more
modern marvel.
fun
A TikTok
crafting
viral
streams.
hit. A project with enough codes and puzzles to rival Marble Hornets. A tribute to the Big Three Slender
You're so
series and their
sweet. How was your
inspirations,
stream?
blending their elements while incorporating nods and references to the new wave of unfiction. Yet original, intriguing, and completed without hiatus in the course of 10 months. From the first upload to the last, it ran at an active pace, it kept people engaged, it didn't break, it told its story on the time needed, and it ended in a unique fashion. For all the build-up around the possible victory method Jay's father supposedly found and the SLC's apparent plan to defeat X, nothing subversive survived to the ending except for the intrusion of a rabid fan. And even then, they were quickly dealt with, the final odd element thrown away, allowing X's game to reach its unhappy trolley problem ending. Once in a while, the hero or likable protagonist don't achieve survivor status. We've seen a few stories involving grim outcomes, and one of them with an
We
escape hatch
just
scenario
finished up
plotted out that
watching
failed. This, however, is so
it was great
bitter
making a
in its
backpack
stripping
diaper
away of
bag as a
everything
gift for a
except the
coworker
binary
of my boyfriend.
choice.
That's so nice.
X did warn us, though, that it was a bit
That's
binary
so nice
itself.
of you to do that.
In the
We
course of
just
exploring
finished
10 tapes,
right there.
I have been thoroughly impressed, surprised, engrossed, and
there.
made nostalgic. If we
We
are
just
to leave
finished
the wave of
Nightmind's
unfiction that
review
birthed the new
of 10
popular
tapes.
movement behind in the decade it was born, then 10 tapes
Oh,
seems a truly fitting love letter and send-off to the media that
Lily.
influenced Jeff, its creator. And that says nothing yet of the incredible,
Put it in
and
selfies.
I must stress it,
And you're so vain.
incredible planning, crafting, and execution
We're almost done
by
with my
Jeff
ghost
of one
teddy
of the
bear
most
here.
puzzle-heavy, complicated, audience-dependent projects I have seen in the course of my work in Nightmind. That is not an exaggeration.
This was a
the
fucking
efforts involved in
wild
the audience
ARG. It was so
participation and
good.
puzzle layering of 10 tapes is extraordinary, and frankly outweighs
the
some of its
production
peers
value
in the
on it was
history of
incredible.
narrative-focused ARGs by an impressive margin. There is no one I would recommend to go into doing this professionally
That's
more than
A-okay,
Jeff.
Lily.
And as far as narrative justification for all of it, genuinely achieved, well done, and thank you. Seriously, thank you. On the topic
This is
of
the little
narrative,
snout for the
I
teddy
do have
bear.
quite a lot of praise. The setup, again, was
It's gonna go-
marvelously
this is
executed,
just a stitch
believable,
marker
and took
right
place
here.
on a platform that had
We're
already created
gonna
a
put
readiness
this
to
right
accept events like those
here.
depicted.
I'm gonna make
the lead
just
up
a
to
little,
tape 5
like,
generated
one-
a clear enough presentation of a curious man engaged in an
one
ARG, instead of the more common
single
haunted or
crochet
cursed
wide
protagonists
little
whose
like bottom lip
circumstances are
for
more
right here
personal.
too.
Tape 5
We
flipped
have
the table in a
eyes
wonderfully
here.
violent manner,
I do think that we
confirming
need
hints
to
along the
do
way
like
that
3 or
paranormal
4 more
circumstances were the
rows of
cause of the
single
events.
crochets before
The inclusion of Jay
we
and his father was a touch
move
that ended up being
forward
handled well on
on-
introduction and utilized even better down the line. The SLC seemed to rather
What's the word I'm
eye-roll
looking
worthy
for?
until their usefulness
Decreases.
was apparent and the grander reveal of their direct
Hi,
involvement
what
in the
the
stages of the
fox? How
game.
are you?
And the intrusion by Heritage, a violently active and crazed game jacker, that was an inspired touch that helped illustrate just how out of hand everything had become, beyond H's own obsession with finishing the game. Stylistically, 10 Tapes wears its influences on its sleeve, and Marble Hornets fans will recognize the tribute in the finale taking place at a tunnel. Tributes and nods are littered throughout 10 Tapes though, and while at first the project
I'm gonna
seemed
look at
rather
it on my
weighted to the
phone
side
right
of
now,
imitation rather than inspiration, that issue was quickly corrected, and 10 Tapes came into its own identity very strongly in the second half. Altogether, this is a project that made me very happy to engage in coverage. By the end, it told a great tale while paying homage to its predecessors and peers, achieved unique things that others can never claim, thrilled its audience, and presented a lot of firsts in unfiction as a field as far as I'm aware. And in its storytelling, it gave me back my nostalgia. It gave me back an element of being an audience member, instead of just
That's
being
incredible,
Nick Nocturne,
Lily.
presiding over my script and my rubrics
So
and the study
good.
of the work. It took me along and made me feel comfortable and almost new to this again. New media that brings you back to a beloved old place has a magic to it, and 10 Tapes, it took me home in a way that I am always glad to feel. And that might be the best praise that I can give.
That was a very, very pleasing
That's all for tonight, everyone.
ARG.
Thanks to Jeff for making 10 Tapes.
I can't wait till the next one. I can't wait to find another one. We might watch more of Nightmind decoding them because I think that he does a really good job of keeping everybody in the loop and stuff. Today was a hard day for my concentration, but I have a fun thing planned for tomorrow. There's a really good Nexpo video that came out recently about AI art that is so creepy, and I can't wait to watch it with you all. I'm so sorry, Raiders, that we're just about to go. I need to just like not be at my PC for a while. I'm having a hard time right now. But we will be back tomorrow. I was going to say don't go anywhere. Please do. Please don't just sit at your computer waiting for me to go live again. What a silly thing to say. I do have, thank you so much, J-Rod. We have a Twitter. We have a Discord for those of you that are not there already, not following or not members. And I've been trying to push my Throne wish list because I really want to do a ghost hunting stream. Like, I really want to. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I will be back tomorrow. do please get up from your computer and do stuff. I'm going to find somebody here to raid. We'll find another crafter, I promise. And yeah, that'll do it for me for tonight. Please go check out Josiah's book. Please back it. Okay, I love you. Goodbye, everybody.